Take a breath, because we've got here. That's awesome. Listen, all you that are present. Those that were distant are now brought together. Those that were separated are now united. We are gathered here on this beautiful day to witness the union of Allison, Victoria, and happy matrimony. This is a day of great celebration and some reverence, on which we come together before all things to recognize and commemorate the love and dedication shared between these two people. It's wonderful to have family and friends here to join us today, and the couple would like to thank all of their guests for being here. We would like you to know that each of you are invited because you have played an integral part in their lives. Here in the sight of all things, I ask that all of our guests gathered today take a moment, take a breath, and in the hallows of your own heart, send forth those private blessings that you have for our couple. Who supports this woman's choice today? And who supports this woman's choice today? Fantastic. So shall it be done. If you have anything to say, now's the time. In the time that Victoria and Allison have spent together, they've built a foundation for a lifelong relationship. After a great deal of consideration, they've decided to join themselves to one another for the rest of their lives. May you all remember and cherish this moment, for on this day, of love, we will forever bind Allison and Victoria together. Now, if there's anyone in attendance who has cause to believe that this couple should not be joined in marriage, speak now, or forever remain silent. It's always the hardest part. Marriage is a sacred ceremony in all cultures. And no union is more profound than marriage, for it embodies the highest ideals of love, fidelity, devotion, sacrifice, and family. In forming a marital union, two people become something greater than they once were. The nature of marriage is that, through its enduring bond, two persons together can find other freedoms, such as expression, intimacy, and spirituality. And this is true of all persons, regardless of sexual orientation. Today we observe the union of these two people with the respect the occasion warrants. But when we honor with reverence, however, we also celebrate with great joy. For married life, shared life, is a tremendous blessing. There is no more lovely, friendly, and charming relationship than a good marriage. When we are in love, we are open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance. Now, as Victoria and Allison embark on this journey together, they will be able to nurture a love that makes each of them better versions of themselves. Marriage is, indeed, the perfect garden from which to sow and harvest personal growth. Allison and Victoria, remember to work together, to laugh together, and to love together. On your path, keep your spouse in the highest priority in your heart. The love you share must be guarded and cherished, for it is your most valuable treasure. It will sustain you in times of bitter drought. Do not get caught up in shallow things that will draw your heart into darkness. Instead, search for signs to light the path that shows the way. In the sight of all things, I solemnly consecrate these matrimonial proceedings and the sacred covenant you shall both enter into on this day. Marriage is an ancient rite. As you enter into this union, you are choosing to take part in a historic human establishment and pledging your commitment before the witnesses present here today to enter into that tradition with honor. People have communed with nature throughout history, and since it is within nature that we abide, we ask for Allison and Victoria the blessing of the four elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Welcome, earth, spirit of the north, spirit of the silent cave and the deep underground, place of solidarity, tradition, and constancy, whose strength reminds us of eternal mountains. We ask for your wisdom and blessing here today. Please join us, bringing your gifts of patience, endurance, stability, and prosperity to our couple. Welcome, air, spirit of the east, spirit of the winds that blows across the lands, place of new beginnings, fresh minds and intelligence, whose movement reminds us to strive towards our higher selves. We ask for your wisdom and blessing here today. Please join us, bringing your gifts of wisdom, intellect, perception, and inspiration to our couple. Welcome, fire, spirit of the west, spirit of the flame that is kindled in the dark, place of love, creation, and inspiration, whose energy reminds us to feed our own souls as well as others. We ask for your wisdom and blessing with us here today. Please join us, bringing your gifts of passion, strength, energy, and willpower to our couple. Welcome, water, spirit of the south, spirit of the ever-changing tides and rushing river, place of change, flexibility, and impulse. We ask for your wisdom and blessing here today. Please join us, bringing your gifts of emotion, pleasure, fertility of mind, and receptivity to our couple. Great universal spirit whose presence is felt in all things and at all times, we ask your blessings on this couple, upon their union, and upon their family and friends who have gathered here to celebrate this joyous occasion with them. May they become one in truth, and forever remain in the magic that is love. Victoria and Allison, I would say face one another and join hands, but y'all beat me to the punch, so I think we'll be okay. In the sight of all things, Victoria, do you take Allison to be your lawfully wedded wife? By making this commitment, whoa, wait a second, it's like a paragraph and a half here. By making this commitment, you are joining in the sacred covenant of marriage. Do you promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in her so long as you both shall live? If you can, would you like the mic so everybody can hear you?
I do.
Make sure everybody can hear you.
I do.
There you go. In the sight of all things, Allison, take Victoria to be your lawfully wedded wife. By making this commitment, you are joining in the covenant of marriage. You promise to honor her in love, to be sensitive to her needs, to comfort her in difficulty, and to put your full and complete trust in her so long as you both shall live?
Absolutely, I do.
Fantastic. So shall it be done. The sacred vows you have made to one another today present you with the opportunity to express your love in your own words. And I would at this time invite you publicly to declare those vows. Allison, you get to begin, but I wrote it down for you. Just in time.
I actually brought mine.
Fantastic.
I like to pull it out a little bit for now. Alright. Dear Tori, we have already done so much together before this day, but our adventure is just truly beginning. We've got so much more ahead of us, but before we talk about the future, I want to remember the past. I remember the day I asked you to marry me. I was so nervous and didn't know if I could do it. I had no doubt you would say yes, but to actually hear you say it is one of my favorite memories to date. Today will be my new favorite memory. Tori, I love you. I love everything about you, from your determination to succeed to your snore at night. I am proud to share the position mother with you for our two beautiful cats, Lex and Mary, cat ladies. You inspire me to be my best and accept me when I am my worst. You make me laugh when I feel like I couldn't even smile. You and I have been together for the lows and the highs, still coming up on top. You have always been there when I needed you the most. I have a few personal promises to make. I promise to laugh with you, dream with you, and grow with you as we create our future path. I promise to always be your biggest fan, your partner in crime, nothing too serious, or you'll have to report to the bar. I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise to listen to you and learn from you, to support you and to accept your support. I will celebrate your triumphs and mourn your losses as though they were my own. You know me better than anyone else in this world, and somehow still you manage to love me. You are my best friend and one true love. There is still a part of me today that cannot believe that I am the one who gets to marry you. I will love you and have confidence in your love for me through all our years and all that life may bring us. Today I will become yours and you will become mine. And I can't wait to tell the world that we finally got it all right.
Allison, my babe, my love. In the past 4.5 years we've been together, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about you, about myself, and about life. But most importantly, I've learned how to love, how to trust, how to rely on someone else, and how to support others. You taught me that two people joined together with respect, trust, open communication, and a little bit of fairy dust can be far stronger and happier than anyone could ever be alone. You were the strength I didn't know I needed, and the joy I didn't know I lacked. In the past 4.5 years, we've gone through a lot. Between moving to Toledo, being 2.5 hours apart, to law school, to school major changes, and getting our babies Lex and Mary. In the future, I see us traveling together, buying a beautiful house together, and hopefully very soon, getting a dog together. You and I will both soon graduate, and the world will be ours. Every day I spend with you is another adventure, and I know that no matter what comes our way, I can do it as long as you're by my side. You are the love of my life, my support team leader, my other half of the pizza eater. More like stops me from eating a whole pizza. And I couldn't imagine doing anything but spending the rest of my life with you. Today, in front of those who love us, those who support us, I choose to spend the rest of my life with you. I promise to love you for who you are and for who you are yet to become. I promise to be patient and to remember that all things between us are rooted in love. I promise to nurture your dreams and help you reach them. I promise to not mean anything I say when I'm hangry, promise to share my whole heart with you and to remember how to show you how deeply I care for you, no matter the challenges that come our way. I promise to love you loyally and fiercely as long as we both shall live.
To commemorate this union, we will bless your rings. By the great universal spirit who observes all things, the circle formed by each ring symbolizes your eternal love and commitment to one another. Let these rings remind you always of that love and of the promises you have made here on this day. So, will you repeat after me while you place the ring on your loved one's hand? Loved one's hand. Victoria? Grab a ring. Grab one. Victoria, you have to start. I, Victoria, give you Allison, this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment. With this ring, I thee wed. Okay. Allison, I, Allison, give you Victoria, this ring as a symbol of my love and commitment. With this ring, I thee wed. While the words you have spoken today have sealed your union, it is your choice of a sand ceremony that symbolizes the melding of your two souls. Allow this sand to represent your life. Every thought, every word, all of your victories and all of your failures, all of your joys and all of your sorrows. Each grain of sand is a moment that has been or a moment that is yet to be. As you pour your sand in, watch the grains of sand mix together, forming one structure, so that today your two spirits come together to form one singular entity, just as your sand has joined to form a collection much grander than you could have ever accumulated on your own. Now that the sand is together, like your lives, it may never be parted. Don't worry about it, we'll back it. Your lives, like the sand, have become all the more grand for the involvement of your partner. Your spirits so entwined that they may never again be truly torn asunder. And as you move forth in life, keep your partner close to your heart, recognizing that they are an integral part of your union. Best part. By the power vested in me, by the spirit of the Earth Circle, and by the state of Ohio, I pronounce you, Victoria and Allison, as wife and wife, lawfully wedded in the view of all things. Allison, Victoria, you may now kiss your wife. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you Mrs. Victoria Elizabeth Ball Munson and Mrs. Allison Nancy Munson.